Misha, pig.
Day.
Well, it's just become great. You're welcome.
What's happening?
I just got back from work an hour ago.
Same.
I've made myself some food.
Same.
And I've just got off the phone with my landlord.
Oh, not same.
Yeah, I missed a payment, but it's fine. I've paid it now, and it's settled anyway.
Anyway, I've got some news.
Okay.
I joined a dating app.
Have you? Well, I mean, they are inevitable.
I was expecting more shit from you.
Well, what's the saying? They have people in glass houses can't throw stones.
No way, you too. Matches?
Yes, a lot. No, 0.
But don't apps help out new users with
Misha,
likes and
you're not
you know,
helping.
they really try and help you get people to like you because you're new.
Misha, I still have 0 even with whatever you just said. There's still 0. What about you?
Hey, the grass isn't always greener. I've got 80 likes. But once you filter out the bad profiles and the nude pics and the meh ones, it's all just a bit quiet.
Are your standards a little bit high?
No! Anyway, I have a new initiative in the works.
What's that? You gonna kidnap someone?
I've signed up for speed dating tonight.
Okay, why are you telling me this?
Because I'm bricking it and do you want to have a drink before?
Could you just say less? It'd be great if you just stopped speaking about 30 seconds ago.
See you there. Bye.
Bye.
Because there's no substitute for meeting someone face to face. You can see their physicality, feel their vibe.
Yes, but what if there is no vibe? What do you do then? If you're online, you can log off, you can make it an excuse, you can just be gone. My internet connection was crap. What do you do here?
Welcome everyone to Speed Dating. My name's Derek, I'm your host. We're going to be beginning very shortly, so gentlemen, if you could make your way to your table numbers.
You are so cynical. This is where you're going to find that genuine connection you keep banging on about.
Why are you smiling at me like that? Why are you smiling at me like that?
No, I'm not smiling at you like anything.
Misha?
There is a small possibility I might have signed us both up.
I'm not doing it.
You are!
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are.
I'll just leave.
Oh, come on.
No.
Look, at least it's going to be a good story.
It is not going to be a good story. I'm just going to get humiliated. You've been preparing for this. I'm not doing it.
It's a great story. Oh, he's browsing. He's browsing the shop floor.
How does it work?
Sorry, what?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Okay, so the women stay at the table, the men, you, rotate around them.
I'm a man now.
So you go to different tables and you speak to girls.
What do I say?
Whatever you like, but you have 5 minutes, okay?
Okay.
And halfway through the date, that dude over there will give us a warning. And then he'll also tell us when there's 1 minute left to wrap it up. So essentially, you've got to use your time wisely, which I know you're not good at.
No, hence why I don't want to do it.
Exactly.
We're going to start with the gentlemen by your first allotted table numbers, and good luck. Have fun.
You're sitting in my first date seat, so I need you to jog on. Go well, lad. Cheers.
Hi there. I'm Ryan. Can I sit? Thanks.
I'm Brandy. What do you do for a living?
I am a creative freelancer.
Oh. Is it tough not knowing where your next paycheck's coming from?
No. I love what I do, and I'm working towards stability.
I get that. I'm a beautician, but it doesn't earn me what I want, so I'm doing an online course in international relations, and I trade cryptocurrency. I just sold an NFT, actually.
Non-fungible token. Nice. Yeah, the digital art market is very cool, very new, and very volatile. So.
Sorry if I'm quite direct about things. We just don't have a lot of time.
Sure. Can
What are you looking for?
Okay, that is a big question.
Important question.
Look, at this point, my priority is focusing on myself and just having a bit of fun.
Do I look like a casual kind of girl to you?
No, but you do have a lot going on, so you might only have time for something casual.
I'd make time for the right person. Plus, if I was looking for casual, I'd look elsewhere.
Is that meant to be a diss?
No one says dis anymore, Ryan.
Right. So, do you live locally?
Yeah, I bought a one bed up the road. It's top floor with an amazing view of the water.
You bought a penthouse.
The NFT was pretty valuable. Where do you live?
I live 10 minutes away. I live on my own as well.
Flat?
Yep.
Buy it or rent it?
Back to the quickfire round.
I mean, we're covering a lot.
Yeah, we are.
So?
I own it.
Wow. You must have worked and saved really hard.
I did, yeah. Well, look, I'm gonna keep up with you. I have to do something.
See? You're learning.
Slowly, but surely.
This is your 3-minute warning, guys. 3 minutes to go. Just 3 minutes of lovely conversation.
Okay, let's move on to foreign affairs. Do you like holidays?
I do.
Where do you go? What sort of holidays do you take?
What kind are you into, though?
I allowed to say a lad's holiday?
Go for it. You won't hear from me again, though.
I am actually a big staycation guy.
Like, in the UK.
Yeah, there's so much to see here. Like the different cities, the counties, and then within the counties there's towns, there's villages. I think that everyone takes what they have on their doorstep for granted. You don't need necessarily to fly to the other end of the world. There's so much to see here and do, and it is convenient, and it's cheap.
So that's the real reason. I actually want to go to Iraq soon. It's where my mum raised me.
Cool.
She was my role model. Do you have anyone like that yourself?
Wow, that is a very good question.
Could be from your childhood or even now if there's anyone who inspires you.
I am the person I am because of the relationship I have with my family. I've also surrounded myself with friends who motivate me to grow and would have my best interest at heart.
I mean, yeah, the energy we surround ourselves with is so important. Unlike family, you can choose friends, which shows you have good judgment.
Evidently.
You didn't choose to meet me though. Speed dating's random. It is amazing to hear you look up to your family though. I wish I could have had that growing up. Obviously, learning certain harsh lessons on your own is good, but I don't know. Certain things could have been avoided if I'd had someone to guide and support me.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I think I'm very lucky.
Okay, next question. Does body count matter?
Holy moly. I was not expecting that question.
Well, you were getting too smug. So, what do you think?
No, not for me. Just so long as someone's past doesn't affect their present too much. So, the body count, it would not be an issue.
Okay, so you're open-minded. That's cool.
Are you trying to tell me something, though?
No.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute. So we'll be wrapping up very soon.
So, how did my questions make you feel?
There's a customer satisfaction survey.
Your feedback is greatly valued.
Is it actually, though?
Only if it's good.
It was nice.
Nice.
Yeah. That is a good thing, right?
Nice is a boring word that has no real meaning. Tell me the truth.
I genuinely thought it was nice. Right?
Okay.
And your time is up. Thank you, ladies and gents. Lads, move on to your next table. Your date is awaiting.
Don't forget any of your stuff when you go.
I didn't bring any. Right, well, thanks. See ya.
Sorry, just fixing my eyeliner. I'm Azalea.
I'm Ryan.
You don't look like a Ryan.
No. Well, what do I look like then?
Not sure yet.
That's not from here, is it?
No. You gonna snitch?
No.
I made it. Just like the kombucha poured into it.
That's the fermented drink, isn't it?
Exactly.
It looks good. Are you happy with the batch?
Very. Tell you more about it, but we haven't got much time.
So, the kombucha is homemade. The goblet is homemade. What else is homemade?
I'd say 90% of this. The clothes, the accessories, make it all from scratch. Started selling my stuff online during lockdown, and it grew into a full-time business.
Wow, that's really original.
Thanks. Turns out my aesthetic plays quite well these days.
What aesthetic is that?
Call it what you want. I've heard hundreds of terms, kind and unkind.
Is it just you in the business, or...?
Yeah, don't need anyone else.
So how do you keep up with the demand?
There's a long wait list, but I engage with my customers a lot on social media, so they're understanding.
So if the supply is low, you must be retailing for a fairly high price?
No, I pride myself in affordability and sustainability.
Is that enough to do full-time? No, sorry, no, I'm not asking how much you earn. I just find the business model very interesting.
I get by.
Do I look like a Ryan yet?
Not quite.
All right, then. Well, what else can you tell about me?
You definitely give me water sign vibes. You seem quite sentimental and sensitive.
What gives you that impression?
The fact that you were just triggered by the word sensitive.
Just 3 minutes to go, everyone. 3 minutes. I know, it's going very quickly, very quickly.
You're really into your astrology, then?
Gives me structure. I analyse my behaviour in the context of something bigger. My main star sign is Scorpio, which I think really suits me. And then based on when and where I was born, my rising sign is a Sagittarius and my moon sign is a Libra.
What's the difference between those three?
Your main star sign is your sun sign, represents sort of your desires in life, and your rising sign is how you present to others, and moon sign's what you're like deep down.
Okay. I don't really know about the other two, so.
Work them out for you, we haven't got much time, so.
So then, what makes your sun sign so Scorpio?
We aspire to be brave, loyal, honest,
Any negatives?
jealous and secretive, but it doesn't really apply here. Do you relate to them as animals as well, I guess?
Aren't they really aggressive?
Only when threatened.
But don't they eat each other, though?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
And this is your final minute, guys. Final minute.
So, I was wondering,
No, I've spoken about myself enough. I want to know more about you.
I feel like it's been pretty even. Can you just...
It really hasn't, so I want to know more about you.
Fine, fire away.
So, Azalea, I have noticed you have a couple of tattoos.
I do. Want to know about any of them? Choose wisely. Some stories are better than others.
The pentagram, is that a satanic symbol?
I mean, I've dabbled in Satanism, but its wider interpretation is quite genteel. It's about shunning the rigid restrictions of society.
Mm-hmm. And it's not about sacrificing babies.
You're safe. And the tattoo. I just, like the shape. It's all about those clean lines and sharp edges.
That's your lot, ladies and gents. Time's up. Let's be moving on.
That was the, kind of interaction I was hoping for from this. Thanks.
Yeah, me too. What is your handle? I'd love to check some of your stuff out.
At Azalea Shadows. A-Z-A-L-E-A Shadows.
A-Z-A-L-E-A, okay. Yeah.
Oh, hiya. You my date now?
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm Ryan.
Tony, nice to meet ya. Sorry, I've got a match tomorrow, so I've got to keep limber.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what is it, a sports match? Do you play locally?
No, it's my job, actually. I'm a footballer.
Oh, shit. Should you be out dating the night before a match?
Oh, don't worry. It's fine as long as I'm in bed by 12, don't drink, non-alcoholic, and don't have sex.
What's your position?
Reverse cowgirl?
No. What is your football position?
What do you think?
That's a tough one.
Well, just say which area of the pitch. I'll narrow it down for you. I'm not tall enough to be a goalkeeper. I am a keeper in other ways, though.
I reckon that you are pretty skillful. So I'm gonna say that you're up front.
What, you think I want all the glory? Got a big ego.
No, that's a bit of a conclusion to jump to.
I'm a defender. It's not all about goals and skills I have, you know. Defence is just as important.
You don't really win games with that, though, do you?
Well, you do. If you've got a shit defence, how are you going to win the game?
Yeah, if you say so.
Do you like sports yourself?
Yes, big time. Football, rugby, tennis, basketball, golf. I watch absolutely anything.
Yeah, same. If it's on the telly, I'll watch it.
Even if you don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'll pick it up as I go along.
It's like watching the Olympics, isn't it? Where you become an expert in like some random event overnight.
Yeah, I became an avid curling and skateboarding fan for those 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's not your phone. Is this reminding me to carb load for tomorrow?
What do you have in pasta?
Footballer's best friend.
This is your halfway warning, guys. That is 3 minutes to go.
So, how did you become a pro?
I'd say my key influence was my dad. He used to take me to practices, to matches. He knew I fell in love with it and did everything to cultivate my passion. The kit, the travelling, consoling me after bad performances. Were you close with your parents?
No, I wanted to ask you more.
We ain't got time, my lad. Tell me. If you want to, of course.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have a great relationship with both my parents. They're both great. Yeah, they have a great relationship and they're kind of like a blueprint for the sort of person I want to be and the sort of partner I want to be with.
That's amazing. It's so hard to find people talk about both parents like that.
Yeah, God. Good parenting is definitely important.
It is.
Let's see how competitive you are. Do you fancy a quick challenge?
Obviously. Fancy a test of strength. I chuck weights around like toys in the gym.
Okay, that's some fighting talk. How about we do an arm wrestle?
You all right?
No, I'm kidding.
Nah, go on.
Yeah, I don't want to injure you before your game.
Get your arm on the table, lad.
Okay. Ready?
Set.
Go.
We're already holding hands.
I'm just desperate.
Or I'm irresistible.
You've got more than that. Come on. Come on.
Shit. I really thought I was winning that. You're stronger than you look.
Look, I confess, I do some arm days in the gym, so.
Makes me feel a bit better. Still gutted though.
We've got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Ooh, we're in stoppage time. What? Football's the best sport for making analogies.
No.
Do you fancy another quick challenge?
Yes, but what do you want to do?
Well, there's conversation starters and riddles, apparently.
Convenient.
Okay. A man looks at a painting and says, "Brothers and sisters, I have none, but that man's father is my father's son." Who's in the painting, the man or his son?
Brothers and sisters, I have none. That man's father is my father's son, so he's looking at the man's son.
No, it's the man himself, isn't it?
I don't think so, but how do we find the answer? Oh, is it? It's folded in. Okay. More thoughts gone into this event than I gave it credit for.
Ready?
Hey!
Man's son. Bore off.
Listen, look, when you're good, you're good.
Yeah, fair play. You may have slightly more brains than me.
Yes, but you have slightly better feet than me, so we'll call it even.
Take it.
And that is time, everyone. Move on to your next date.
We crammed a lot into that.
Yes, we did. Yeah, it was great to meet you, Tony.
Yeah.
Is that short for Antonia?
Spot on, but everyone calls me Tony. Do you want to keep in touch?
Yeah. What's your handle?
At TN7. Tony Newton and my shirt number 7.
That is some main character shit right there.
Get your beer.
I will not. Have a good night, Tony. Hey, I'm Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Kathleen. Sorry, I just wanted to squeeze in a quick page. Do you mind if I get to the bottom?
Yeah, by all means, fire away.
Done. All yours.
What are you reading?
The Evolution of Bond-Forming Dynamics Across the 21st Century by Professor Gertrude von Nosselhoff.
Well, it must be a pretty good read if you're sneaking in pages in between dates.
Oh, no. I have to finish it for a seminar tomorrow. I'm a PhD student in behavioral psychology.
What do you think of it?
She has some interesting points. The chapter I'm on covers the influence of pop culture on behavioral modeling and attraction dynamics.
Yes. No, that does sound interesting, but I mean, please don't ask my opinion on it, because
Yeah. I wouldn't expect that of you. But if this goes well, maybe you'll learn a little something.
Okay, so you're here because you're looking for a study buddy.
No, quite the opposite. I need someone to keep me out of the library occasionally.
So the age-old work-life conflict.
Which side of it do you fall on?
Am I allowed to say that balance is best?
No fence sitting, one or the other.
I am definitely a workaholic.
Uh-oh. Guess I'll be dying in the library then. You know, there's a theory that being a workaholic stems from a lack of trust or an inability to delegate work tasks.
Oh, you're serious? No, I hope not. I always thought it was because I just like what I do.
I hope that's the case too. So, I have a confession to make.
Okay, already.
Everyone tells me that for whatever reason, I haven't lived.
I don't believe that.
I've never been to a nightclub.
Never. What, your 4th stint as a student and you've never even set foot in a nightclub?
I would rather spend the day in a cafe with a book and my laptop.
This is your halfway warning, guys. Halfway.
So you are still studying to become a more qualified psychologist?
The more you know, the more you earn. So where do you see yourself in 5 years? Sorry, I researched good speed dating questions before tonight.
That's what you got? It sounds a little bit more like you researched good job interview questions instead. I want a happy family by then. I just want to be in a loving relationship and however many kids life blesses me with.
Okay, so say life has blessed you with one child, boy or girl.
Okay, blessed was a bit of a lame choice of words.
No, it was sweet.
Oh, sweet. That's what every guy wants to hear on a first date. I definitely want a girl. Yeah, I want a girl. I want to buy the dresses. I want to do the hair. I want to learn how to do it. I've never had any sisters or anything, so I just think it would really change my life. I've seen some friends who've had daughters for the first time, and it really changes them.
Oh, you want to be a girl dad.
I want to be a girl dad.
That's really cute.
Question. How do I know that all of this isn't part of your PhD thesis? That all the guys here aren't just your guinea pigs?
You don't. But a study at the University of Virginia found that we are more intrigued by those whose thoughts and feelings are unclear.
You have a study for everything. Is that supposed to be my key takeaway from today?
I'll offer you a better one. From Professor Nosselhoff? I'll find one from the start of the book. Here we go. This is a good one. When we set off on a journey, we are riddled with excitement or apprehension. Nothing in between.
It's not exactly one you'd read in the toilet, is it?
No, not quite.
Well, that's Nottelhoff's opinion, but I think that apprehension is our body's way of telling us that something is worth doing, despite the risks.
You know, we can actually reprogram our brains to interpret nerves as excitement. They're similar chemicals. I did that before coming tonight.
Would you do that before tests as well, that sort of thing?
Oh, yeah. Very helpful for tests.
It's clever, isn't it?
Brain's clever.
Not mine.
Got 1 minute to go, guys. Just 1 minute.
Well, how do you fancy spending the final minute?
Why not leave that to Professor von Nosselhoff again? Let's get a takeaway from the end of the book.
No. Look, we can do without the help of Professor Nostradamus there.
Okay. I didn't have any other plan.
Yeah, come to think of it, neither did I.
Know any knock-knock jokes?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
No, everyone knows that one.
Oh, well,
That's your lot. Ladies and gents, time's up. Let's be moving on.
This was fun, Ryan.
Yes, it was. It was really great to meet you, Kathleen.
So I am not the biggest social media user, but they say that's the best way to keep in touch nowadays.
What does Professor von Nottelhoff say?
Who do you think I got it from? At Kathleen Parker 88.
Okay. I got it. Have a nice evening.
You too.
Good evening. I'm Derek, evening host.
Hello, Derek. Am I in trouble?
No. But unfortunately, the lady that was sat at this table, she had to leave early. I'm sorry.
Right. So are you filling in for her? Did she pull a runner when she saw me?
No, nothing of the sort. She is a musician. Had a gig to get to.
Well, that is pretty fair. That's a good alibi.
How did the rest of them go? Find what you're looking for?
Oh, is she the last one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of glad about that because I don't really know how many more I had left in me.
Well, I'm sure you made a fantastic impression.
Yeah, I have met some great women. They are all very different. So you have given me a really tough call to make.
Oh, that's what we like to hear. Yeah. What a great dilemma to have.
Yeah, well, I don't really know how they feel about me, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We will.
So, how long have you been hosting?
I have lots of hosting experience, but specifically the speed dating stuff, just at the beginning of lockdown.
So those were digital, I presume?
Mm-hmm. Correct. For me, finding love is the most formative journey of our lives, and I just wanted to help people continue that journey, despite the circumstances. Having said that, there is no real substitute for meeting someone special in person.
So from these, have you ever had any marriages develop?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had a couple. Even a couple of babies named after me. Yeah. Need to put it in my bio. Pregnancy facilitator, Derek.
You really don't, because that sounds like something that would be on a T-shirt on a lad's holiday.
The stag do T-shirts. You're right. Okay.
I actually think I've seen them before.
They sell like hotcakes, though, right? So how did you hear about us?
I was duped into coming here this evening. I thought I was going out for a drink with my best mate, Misha, and here I am. She's actually somewhere here. She's on a date somewhere, I don't know, but...
Well, I love a strong male-female friendship. Do you prefer the company of women or men?
Come again?
Oh, sorry, I'll rephrase. Who do you feel like you naturally engage with more easily?
I have always found it easier to fit in with women. I think I'm just more comfortable sharing my thoughts and experiences with them. It's not that I'm uncomfortable talking to men.
Oh, no, of course not. I mean, we're chatting freely, aren't we?
Yeah?
I hope so. You are halfway, guys. Halfway. God. Don't tell anyone I forgot.
Your secret is safe with me. Thanks. So tell me, what is the best way to approach all of this?
Well, aside from being yourself.
Well, let me rephrase that. Do you have any less crap advice?
No, I don't. Sorry. The thing is, there's so many different types of personalities in here. One person's poison might be another person's paradise.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
Okay, I'll pose you this. Are you looking for someone more lively or laid back? Because that may decide what kind of energy you want to exude yourself. Now, both are brilliant, but markedly different.
I definitely want someone who is dynamic and a lively personality to just spice up my life.
Ooh. Not to dominate, though.
No, because that can just be a whole different thing. It can get toxic. Although, there's no harm in me being put in my place from time to time.
No? Crack of the whip.
I never said I was into that. I was wondering, has hosting these made you an expert in romance?
What, like some kind of love guru? No. No.
No, come on. You must have more insight than the average guy. Okay, wait. Okay. Has it ever helped in your personal life?
Sadly, no. No, it's still very single. Why, did you have someone in mind for me?
Yeah. Misha. She would love to meet you. She's here. I can introduce you.
I'm sure Misha's fab, but I won't be interested.
It's a bit mean. What's wrong with her?
Well, she's a her.
Yeah, sorry. No, I shouldn't have assumed. That was silly of me.
You're fine. Totally fine.
So what other events do you host?
So a lot for the queer community. So we do a lot of, obviously, speed dating. We do traffic light parties, lock and key parties, all sorts, really. Okay, it is your final minute, guys. Final minute. Need to stop forgetting. Sorry, what were we?
We were talking about your queer events.
Yes. Yeah, you should come sometime.
Sorry, are you assuming that I'm still gonna be single after this?
I don't know, maybe see it as a safety net.
I would love to. You know, just so long as you're hosting, of course.
Naturally. And that, ladies and gents, is the end of tonight's event. I've been Derek. Get home safe, and hope you had a good time.
Thanks, Derek. I'm actually kind of glad that the musician bailed.
Oh, she was lovely. But I'm kind of glad too. But that is totally against the rules for me to say that.
Is it also against the rules for me to ask for your socials?
No. At D-More events.
Got it.
So what about you? Tell me about your speed dating.
Well, there was Brandy. Let me tell you about Brandy. My God, she would put you to shame the amount of work she would do. She is a crypto trading beautician, and she's studying as well.
Wow, what a combination.
I don't even know how she finds the time to do all of it.
Was there a spark?
No. I mean, I sat down and I started telling her, you know, a bit about myself and job and everything, and it just, I could see she was almost like glazing over when I was telling her. I'm just not for her, I don't think.
Aww.
Yeah, and an absolutely nuts thing happened. I was supposed to be meeting for this day this musician, but she bailed.
Mm-hmm.
And then, do you remember the host?
Yeah?
Yeah, Derek is his name. So I was sitting there, and he came up and told me about the girl who had to leave. And then we sat down, we just started talking.
You and Derek!
Yeah,
oh my God,
he's just.
love that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you saw plenty of him as well. He's a cool guy. He's very, very suave.
So, would there be more with Derek?
Maybe, yeah.
Love that for you.
Yeah, thank you. There was Kathleen, who was a PhD student studying psychology. She was reading on our date. She was just very smart. It was a little bit intimidating.
Do you think there'll be more from Kathleen?
There could be. Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt like, yeah, we got on well.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Aha, now let me tell you about Tony. She is a football player,
Wow.
professional.
Wow.
She was just quite laid back, sort of person who was like, give as good as you can get, you know?
That sounds fun. Do you think there might be a future with the footballer?
I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but yeah, I'd love to see her again.
Aww.
There was Azalea.
Mm.
Yeah, she was something else. She brought her own kombucha. She had her own goblet that she brought.
Goblet.
Yeah, with a crow on it. It's just very different, but it was really interesting because it wasn't like any of the other dates I went on.
Was there chemistry over kombucha?
Yeah, I guess you could say there was a little bit of chemistry, yeah. I could see it going somewhere.
So, what's the next move?
I don't really know. I kind of have a few options, so...
Mr. Popular.
Yeah, well, you know, what can I say? I guess I just need to think about it a little bit and see where I go from there. Yeah.
Proud of you.
Peace.
Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, that couple over there. Yeah, don't look. They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
Well, if someone doesn't want to be in the relationship, I don't think there's any point trying to make them stay. I think you have to respect their decision. And I think you need to respect yourself enough to walk away.
That takes a lot of maturity, especially through something that can feel humiliating. Unless you weren't that invested in the first place and she did you a favor.
No comment.
So, I saw that you found me on social media.
Yes. I hope you don't mind the likes.
Not at all. I'm awful at it, so I appreciate the support.
No, you're not. You have some great, cool, natural images on there. I really like seeing a person's social media because I think it's a great little insight into them.
Yeah, but they can also create false representations of themselves.
Yes, they can, but even that is an interesting insight in itself.
Very true. Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking, emotional or rational.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
No. Except that we are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company.
No, you have to pick one side of the spectrum.
Definitely a full-on social butterfly. I just love being out all the time.
So, say we were at a party with lots of new people. What's your approach?
Work the room, strike up a few conversations, and see if any friendships develop from there.
I'm the opposite. I like to stick with my clan.
So it kind of sounds like we'd be spending most of the night away from each other then. What is the next question?
This is a good one. Does seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh, these questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
I definitely cry with people. A really good friend of mine had a kid a couple of years ago, and his name is Harry. And I was invited to his nursery school's sports day, and they had a race at one stage. So they had all the kids were involved. So some kids could only crawl, some could walk, and then some were in between. So they gave them like a stroller.
That is so sweet and very inclusive.
Very inclusive, yes. My friend's little son, Harry, was on the stroller. So he kind of was at that stage where he could like stand up and like, you know, like a little drunk fella and kind of like, have to hold on to things. So the race starts and one of the walking kids just tears off straight past him. So Harry kind of fell over. Yes, and so when he was getting back up, he couldn't get the stroller back up. So he just started walking for the first time.
No way.
No, he did. And my friend went to the finish line and was waiting for him and was calling, was like, Harry, come on, Harry.
God, did he catch up to the walker?
No. No. He made it there in the end, and then my friend started crying when he got to the end, which kind of, it set me off.
That's a lovely story.
Yeah, no, it really was a great day.
Excuse me, just popping to the loo. Hello.
Hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. So what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Yes, articulate, yes. No, I think life is just about going with the flow, catching a vibe and going with it.
I need evidence. I am very much not a spontaneous person, but I have a little challenge for you.
Depends on what it is. What are you thinking?
Luckily, my planner brain had an idea. So, believe it or not, I take swing dancing classes, and I would like to show you some moves.
In the middle of the bar.
Why not? Stop making me self-conscious. Come on.
Okay.
Ready?
I am as ready as I will ever be.
Okay, it's pretty easy.
Okay.
Just take your right foot and step back, rock onto your left foot, rock, step.
What do you mean by rock?
Do you know like a rock step?
No.
Okay, so like da, da.
How far back do we lean?
No, not far.
And then step forward.
And then kick your left foot up.
Pow.
Yeah, exactly. And then step down with your left foot. Great, and then you just repeat that, okay?
Okay, how many times?
As many times as you want. Right, left, right,
Right.
kick, left.
Left. Right. Yeah?
Something like that, yes.
That's what you did.
It was beautiful, But
Don't believe me.
let's try a version where, give me your hands, okay? Now all you have to do Hold on to my hand. 5, 6, 7, 8.
What do I do? I hold your hand.
Let go of this one.
You said all I had to do was hold your hand. Now I have to let
Well,
go.
that's the one hand. Look, see? You're swing dancing.
Hey.
All right. Thank you for amusing me.
Okay. Sorry. I mean...
That was sweaty work.
Yeah, it was. Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's an order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let him off that one then. I hate slackness. It's why I was a little bit delighted you were here early.
If I was late, would that have counted against me?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
People operate at different paces.
Yeah, I know. It's not really my problem, though, is it? Like, I'm allowed to hold some certain standards in my head. So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you're an emotional thinker.
What? Sorry, that was me reacting emotionally, wasn't it?
Not like that. I just meant that you're feelings-focused and empathetic, which is great for sparking inspiration or highlighting humanity when approaching a situation.
Is it good for dating, though?
Yeah, emotional connection is really important, but that alone can get you hurt. You do need some rationality.
So yours was particularly about, like, the pop culture influence on behavioral...
Modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with, like, all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying, isn't it?
Far off it.
Yeah. So, who's getting the third date?
Well, Misha, you clearly haven't been paying much attention. It didn't go very well. I don't have any options. Are you?
Back to the drawing board?
I blame you.
Why me?
Because you brought me to this speed dating event.
Yeah, but it was your personality that to talk to them all.
Thanks. No, that's great. No, I just actually, I'm gonna finish this drink and I'm just gonna go on the streets. That would be really nice.